and welcome to Conspiracy Boulder.
You're not a boulder, you're a rock!
Welcome to Conspiracy Boulder News. We have all seen the shocking footage of the Waco, Texas biker club or gang shootings. 9 dead bikers. 18 more bikers hospitalized. 170 people arrested. Yet, the aftermath of this viciously violent bloodbath was nothing but cordial and eerily calm. Here are the 3 things I found strange. Strange thing number 1. First, we find out that the police had advance knowledge of this allegedly planned event or rumble. They say here that is why the authorities had SWAT units in place and ready.
We had a contingent of SWAT officers and Texas Department of Public Safety officers that were here at the Twin Peaks restaurant in anticipation of problems from some rival bike gangs.
In place and ready. Ready to do what? Immediately upon hearing shots, the police in full military gear apparently joined in and opened fire. Really? Really? No one knows yet how many bikers were killed by bikers and how many were killed by police. Amazing to me how quickly so many different departments, all prepared and armed to the teeth, descended upon the scene. How incredibly unsettling. So the police allegedly knew and the police were there ahead of time. The police allegedly opened fire as soon as they heard shots. Well, with all that advance knowledge and planning, why didn't anyone in law enforcement think to stop the madness? Why not stop the impending storm? Why wait? Why not defuse the situation? If you saw a bus about to hit someone, wouldn't you get them out of the way? Why wait until afterwards? Don't biker lives matter? Strange thing number 2. Second, the detained bikers have to be the nicest, well-mannered, compliant people ever. I have personally seen ruder, more vile behavior from crowds at music events and county fairs. Yet there they are, members of biker clubs, or as the police said biker gangs, just sitting meekly as the cops walk around. We are told that there had just been a vicious violent battle that ended up with the deaths of 9 and many more hospitalized. So would you expect to see the alleged participants sitting around, milling about, strolling to and fro? The police officially said that the bikers were shooting at each other and also shooting at the police. So if the bikers were shooting at the police, as the police said, then why would any officer turn their backs on this unruly murderous mob? Yet many photos and videos show the police with their backs turned on these alleged rioters and killers. The police are bringing these men up on organized crime charges and yet the police on the scene are strolling around, often with their backs turned, on 170 possible killers. And no one is nervous that someone might lash out or go berserk. Bikers meekly cooperating with the police. Then the police cavalierly stroll around turning their backs on these huge groups of allegedly violent killers. That must be a new police procedure no one is aware of. Really? Oh, and on a personal note. The bikers all seem to have just recently gotten their vests and patches. Instead of the well-worn, faded, and sometimes dirty vests and patches sported by 1%ers, these bikers seem to have put on their Sunday best. Try as I could, after reviewing hours of video and photos, I didn't see any vests or patches that looked well worn. No oil or grease stains. No mud. No road grit. Everything looked brand new. Why is that? Strange thing number 3. Third, I was shocked to see that families with little children were allowed to wander as close to these allegedly potentially volatile and murderous prisoners, as these bikers were hanging out or sitting around being watched by a handful of police. No chance a stray shot might ring out and nail a civilian. How could anyone be so sure nothing more was going to happen? So certain that they allowed this behavior? Really? Time may tell what went on here in Waco, Texas, but I, for one, am not sleeping well tonight. Up is down. Wide is narrow. Conspiracy is truth. Conspiracy Boulder News will return after this break.